What are you expecting out of the next 4 years?
What I'm expecting, and I want to underscore, I mean, you're quite right, but I want to underscore, I'm not predicting, I don't have that power. I don't think anybody does. Um, I believe Mr. Trump is going to be overwhelmed by history. Nor is he alone in that. That has happened to most other political leaders. They, and often their adoring publics, overestimate how much they can do, how much they understand. So I expect him to be overwhelmed by the decline of the empire, which is continuing, by the mounting economic problems in the United States because of the declining empire in part, and because we have as a nation a level of ideological obfuscation, I'll be polite, that makes it hard for Americans to honestly face their problems and come to grips with them. And in some sense, that's our own fault as a people. But between that and the forces at work, Mr. Trump doesn't have the insights. And I don't just mean him, but his group, his team, or whatever you want to call it. They don't have the insights that I see. They don't have the tools that I can see to deal with the problems that I can see. So I think he will be overwhelmed. Things will work out in a way he did not want and did not foresee. That certainly happened to Mr. Biden. It certainly happened to Mr. Trump at the end of his first race. And since he's a person given to doubling down, he tried to be more in the second time than he was in the first time, but along very similar lines, only more so. And I don't think that's going to solve any of the problems, except by accident. I'll go back to what I said at the beginning. He's going to be throwing Hail Mary passes often. And you know what happens? Most of the time, those don't work very well. Sometimes they do. And that's the best he can do. And that's not so different from others, but it's been my experience that the situation shapes the leader far more than the other way around. And I know that goes against more heroic notions, but that's what I see. The United States is going to have to come to terms with a reduced position in the world. It has been doing that poorly for some years now, so on one level, it's a continuation. But I am a Hegelian, and I understand that quantitative decline at a certain point becomes a qualitative shift. You know, the old model, rising temperature of water until it, at a certain point, becomes gas. Or the other way, it becomes a solid with ice. At a certain point, the adjustment downward of the American economy is going to shake the society by imposing a qualitative shift. I see the United States, if you want to argue a little differently, as headed in the direction of wealthy enclaves surrounded by a sea of people in pretty tough economic circumstances. That used to be the way the rest of the world, or much of it, looked. That's coming home to the United States.
That's interesting.
And I think Mr. Trump has cashed in on that phenomena. He's cashed in on the upset that this is already creating when you get hints of all of this. But he is still able to cash in on it politically.